God of War Ragnarok is out, with Kratos and Atreus journeying through the Nine Realms, battling ever larger enemies in a superbly refined combat action-adventure. Each realm is stuffed with collectible items, armor and weapon augmentations, new skills, special moves, and summons. With so much on offer, it's tricky to know which collectibles to equip, so we've distilled the 100 or so collectible items down to a handful of the best. Note, there are major spoilers ahead for God of War Ragnarok. Armor. The best armor in God of War Ragnarok isn't just a barrier to protect Kratos. Different armor pieces offer distinct strategic approaches, with stat boosts to strength and runic ability alongside defensive capability, meaning there are armor sets designed to enhance any combat style. Nidavellir. One of the best game armor sets is the Nidavellir set obtained by crafting Nidavellir ore, found in Svartalfheim. This set boosts strength, defense, and vitality stats, but its main advantage is the effectiveness in which it reduces the time taken to stun enemies. Stun grabbing provides a welcome health boost as well. Lunda. Another useful armor set for God of War Ragnarok early to mid-game is the Lunda set, found within legendary chests along the river Delta, during the mysterious orb favor in Vanaheim. Perfect for players who like to use their bare hands. Lunda's Lost Bracers and Belt boost melee damage up by a whopping 40%, which is especially useful when paired with Lunda's Lost Cuirass, which imbues Kratos with higher chance to deal poison damage when using bare-handed attacks. Steinbjorn. Hands down, the best armor found throughout the Nine Realms. With the meatiest defense buff, ability to restore health, and chances to stagger enemies and inflict stun damage, the Steinborn set transforms Kratos into an unstoppable killing machine, perfect for overcoming the game's most powerful foes. Get the set by collecting the mystical heirloom relic in Midgard to resurrect and kill the 4 trolls found in Midgard, Vanaheim, and Alfheim before crafting from their slumber stones. Attachments. Attachments found throughout the Nine Realms augment Kratos' signature weaponry with stats, boosts, and buffs. Both the Leviathan axe and Blades of Chaos can dish out large amounts of damage as they are, but by equipping attachments, Kratos can reap more benefits such as reducing cooldowns or maximizing health. Grip of the Fallen Alchemist, Leviathan axe. Found inside a legendary chest in Vanaheim, after completing the Reckoning quest, the Grip of the Fallen Alchemist is designed to be equipped alongside the Serpent's Snare skill. It boasts a high luck chance for a health boost with any successful hit. Any attachment that offers health bursts are especially useful in the early game as players are still getting to grips with Kratos' moveset. Grip of Radiant Reflection, Leviathan axe. Unlocked when returning to Sindri's house after the Unlocking the Mask quest, the Grip of Radiant Reflection is arguably one of the most powerful Leviathan axe attachments capable of seeing Kratos through to the end of Ragnarok. An attachment in tune with the Leviathan axe's ranged attack. For every successful throw generates a charge of permafrost, dishing out extra damage in the face of Kratos' enemies. Pommels of Brutal Might, Blades of Chaos. Crafted at the Huldra Brothers workshop during the Reckoning, the Blades of Chaos Pommels of Brutal Might is designed to end close-quarter combat's fights swiftly and decisively. Granting the gift of strength every time Kratos stun grabs an enemy, the Pommels of Brutal Might are an early-game attachment that's effective enough to see Kratos through to Ragnarok's end. Luminous Recovery Handles, Blades of Chaos. Discoverable in Svartalfheim after completing the Forging Destiny questline, the Luminous Recovery Handles are all about generating increased luck. They offer Kratos opportunity to unleash brutal combos by enhancing the Blades of Chaos' Flame Whiplash attack, whilst restoring generous amounts of cooldown if the Flame Whiplash attack is fully charged. Enchantments. Enchantments are small socket gems that can be fixed to Kratos' armor. Whilst the statistical buffs are modest, enchantments are a fantastic way to tweak Kratos' combat style to one that suits any individual player. There are buffs for the usual strength, defense, vitality, and cooldown stats, but the most effective enchantments boast speed boosts, hasten status effect expiry, or maximize Kratos' rage burst too. Midgard's Endurance. Unlocked after beating Nidhogg in the Reckoning, Midgard's Endurance offers a statistical boost to cooldown whilst improving the damage capability of Kratos' ranged attacks and abilities. It's an easy-to-grasp enhancement for players still in Ragnarok's early game. Vanaheim's Fortitude. Spending 1,000 hack silver at Huldra Brothers Workshop at the outset of the World of Fate quest bestows Kratos with the Vanaheim Enchantment set, an excellent choice for Ragnarok's mid-game. The Vanaheim enchantment set boosts Kratos' melee damage against status-affected enemies. Beat Crimson the Dead in Vanaheim to unlock the enchantment set's highest tier, Vanaheim's Fortitude, for statistical buffs to cooldown and luck. Asgard's Virtue. The highest tier of the Asgard enchantment set, Asgard's Virtue massively increases Kratos with weapon damage based on his cooldown. Unlocked in a chest next to Lunda's workshop at the outside of the realms at WarQuest, Asgard's Virtue provides sizable boosts to attack and defense stats, plus improvements to vitality and cooldown. Skills. God of War Ragnarok's skill tree unlocks tons of cool combos for Kratos to unleash with his Leviathan Axe, Blades of Chaos, and new weapon Draupnir Spear, with skills to unlock for Atreus and FREYA too. Glacial Rake, Leviathan Axe. One of the most effective crowd control skills to be acquired early on, the Glacial Rake sends forth a powerful shockwave of ice that can affect multiple enemies after Kratos swiftly drags the Leviathan Axe blade across the ground. Vaporized Frost, Blades of Chaos. An excellent first skill for the Blades of Chaos, Vaporized Frost is extremely powerful against frost-based enemies, which pairs well with the Leviathan Axe's freeze ability. Plume of Chaos, Blades of Chaos. This late-game melee skill offers a heavy attack finisher to the end of a light attack combo, dishing out massive amounts of burn whilst launching enemies skyward. Watchful Protector, Atreus. A useful skill to unlock for Atreus, the Watchful Protector ensures Atreus acts as point of distraction to Kratos' enemies, making an overwhelming situation a little more manageable. Sonic Echoes, FREYA. An archery-based skill applicable to both Atreus and FREYA, with Sonic Echoes equipped, any enemies attacked by arrows creates massive reverberations, which will apply stun to nearby enemies. Elemental Siphon, Draupnir Spear. Arguably the most essential skill for arguably the best weapon in God of War Ragnarok, the Elemental Siphon extracts elements from enemies which can be dealt straight back in elemental damage. Phalanx Breaker, Draupnir Spear. A powerful 1-2 attack, the Phalanx Breaker is activated while sprinting towards an enemy. Kratos launches a powerful overhead strike to break an enemy's guard before unleashing a devastating rising attack to launch enemies. Runics. Divided into light and heavy runic attacks, these special moves can be attached to Kratos' primary weapons. Skadi's Edge, Leviathan Axe. Whilst most runics scattered throughout the Nine Realms are guarded by enemies or hidden behind puzzles, this light runic attack is found within a chest in Alfheim and grants Kratos ability to ricochet between multiple targets with one lob of the Leviathan Axe. Rampage of the Furies, Blades of Chaos. Open a legendary chest during Freya's missing piece favor to unlock Rampage of the Furies, a light runic attack which unleashes a flurry of cross slashes for the Blades of Chaos, perfect for clearing out enemies whilst dealing significant damage. Tame the Beast, Blades of Chaos. Found in a legendary chest in Helheim during the Reunion quest, Tame the Beast features a sequence of aggressive blade whips scorching any nearby enemies before a final double-handed chain slap. Thrust of 1,000 Soldiers, Draupnir Spear. On the main path of Reunion in Helheim lies another legendary chest with the Thrust of 1,000 Soldiers runic inside, a late-game, light runic attack which embeds spears into opponents thanks to a flurry of Draupnir Spear stabs. Runic Summons. Runic Summons are unique and powerful special moves that are triggered by an accomplice and usually take the form of a spectral animal that can assist on the battlefield. Rampaging Ibex. Found early on in God of War Ragnarok's 5th quest, The Lost Sanctuary, the Rampaging Ibex summons a spectral ibex that can be spectacularly ridden into enemies, kicking and stamping as it goes. Wrath of the Wolf. Found mid to late in the game at the end of Wooden Walkway in Helheim during the Unleashing Hell quest, Wrath of the Wolf summons 3 spectral wolves that'll aggressively pound on enemies until they vanish.
Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And be sure to let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.